Do you ever walk around with the vague feeling that you're gonna die soon? Hi there, my name's Casey and welcome to another episode of Short Science. According to a recent study, the Earth might be due for a catastrophic mass extinction. Population ecologists, scientists who study the relationship between species and the environment, in Great Britain took a closer look at a fossil record recently. They found that historically speaking, we're living in a climate that traditionally has seen the extinction of a large number of species. The fossil record is the history of our planet. It's composed of information gathered from fossils, rock layers, and ice samples. When put together, this information forms a picture of life and climate over the past 550 million years. The population ecologists in Great Britain compared 520 million years of Earth's climate change with species extinction throughout the same period. What they found was somewhat alarming. During times of cool weather called icehouse periods, biodiversity thrives. Biodiversity is the presence of large number of different species. If an ecosystem or planet is diverse, then the conditions are right to support evolution and reproduction. But during warm greenhouse periods, biodiversity suffers. This lack of biodiversity appears to be due to mass extinction, the loss of large numbers of different species. According to the British population ecologist study, as the global climate has heated up in the past, large numbers of species have died out. So why might this be a big deal for us? Some of the worst mass extinctions found in the fossil record took place during climates very similar to the one in which we currently live. The British researchers suggest that, based on predicted increases in temperature over the century, Earth could see another mass extinction event as soon as a few generations from now. This means our younger viewers' grandchildren could be around when this mass extinction occurs. But science can't say for certain that it will. There's no evidence that periods of global warming have been directly responsible for mass extinctions, but researchers are able to show direct correlations between global warming and mass extinctions in the past. The worst mass extinction found in the fossil record took place 251 million years ago, during the Permian period at the end of the Paleozoic era. At that time, 95% of all the species on Earth met their demise. No one can say exactly why this mass extinction took place. Some scientists believe that a series of comets hit the planet and caused the oceans to become acidic, also creating acid rain. Others believe that poisonous gas from erupting volcanoes caused the same acidic rain. Either way, it's clear that during the same period, the global temperature also rose. Regardless, why should we humans care if the planet may soon see another mass extinction like the one at the end of the Permian period? After all, we've beaten acid rain before. And even if it gets hot outside, we have air conditioners and clothes to keep us warm. We and our pets should be okay even if a mass extinction occurs, right? Well, probably not. We humans have come a long way in gaining our independence from the whims of Mother Nature. We've learned how to build shelters and clothe ourselves. Through agriculture and irrigation, we control our own food supply. We built schools, hospitals, computers, automobiles, airplanes, and space shuttles. So what's the big deal if a bunch of plants and animals and a few simple organisms die out? So here's the problem with the loss of biodiversity. The Earth functions like an incredibly complex machine, almost like an engine. There don't appear to be any unnecessary parts. Each species from the lowest microbe to humans all play a part though in keeping the planet running smoothly. In this sense, each part is related. If a lot of those parts suddenly vanish, then the machine or engine that is Earth can't function properly. For example, the crops that we grow through our clever use of agriculture are enabled by the nitrogen present in the soil. This nitrogen nourishes and strengthens our crops. But where does it come from? Worms, bacteria, and other life found within the soil love to decompose vegetation. When they eat these organisms, they produce nitrogen as waste, which crops really love. This is also how nutrient-rich compost is made. If these bacteria species were killed off, then our crops will not grow properly and or as efficiently as they are today. This holds true for ocean ecosystems as well. The ocean, along with land-based plant vegetation, plays a major role in absorbing carbon dioxide, a gas that humans can't breathe. The ocean doesn't absorb the CO2 on its own. It relies on organisms like phytoplankton, microscopic aquatic plant life, to absorb the CO2. Let's just say this phytoplankton was lost, this would mean that we would lose adequate levels of breathable air. Even some of our own modern advances in technology depend on nature. For example, modern medicine owes much to the properties found naturally in plants and bacteria. Medications like painkillers, penicillin, and inoculations are based on natural organisms. The structure of these living things has been analyzed and synthesized to produce some medications, but others, like antibiotics, still use the actual organisms. In total, this accounts for 1/4 of all the prescription drugs we use. What more, if the Earth suddenly lost its hardy biodiversity, drugs that have yet to be discovered will also be lost. Life indeed would change for humanity as a result of the loss of biodiversity. It would quickly get worse. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.